Today, we're going on a fishing trip out in the middle of the ocean. We're going to be learning the ins and outs of properly fishing, sea fishing. We get tangled a lot trying to catch some big fish and doing it all myself. We caught lots of interesting fish, but then after 4 hours on this boat, I have caught myself a monster of a fish.
Well, hello and welcome to this week's video. Today we're in a place called Watchet, which is on the north coast, I think. I am currently walking to the harbour because we are going to do some fishing, proper sea fishing as well, where we're going to be on a boat with a skipper. And we're going with a company called Heritage Charter. So if you've been there, then you know. But if you don't, you're going to find out. The question of today is, are we going to catch a fish on a boat in the depths of the sea? Maybe, maybe not.
Yeah, please.
Right, so all the fish are on the bottom. Right, so we just used a running ledger, so the lead's going to go into that thing there. Close that up. And then baits wise, squid and prawn. I'll show you the squid first, and then there you go, just tip that there, make it nice a bit easier. When you stick the squid on, first time you stick the hook through, if you stick it, like say head end, tail end, if you stick it right through near the tail end, and then just turn the hook round, bring it back, same again, so you're just weaving it on, and then you do it 3 or, might even get a 4th turn on this one, 3 or 4 times, doesn't really matter. Okay, just make sure there's plenty of hook point out like that, and that'll keep it nice and streamlined. And then all you need to do then, and then just thumb on the spool to begin with, that lever on the side, just pull that all the way towards you, so it's in free spool now. Okay. Don't take your thumb all the way off, just release a little bit of pressure just to let it gently roll down. The seabed here is pretty firm. It's a mix of sand and stones, but it's still that's hit the bottom already. And then all you're going to do is just let a little bit more line out just to stop any tide or the waves lifting the bait up and down. Pop the rod in the tube if you want, especially this side at the moment. And then bites wise, anything from sort of little taps and rattles to rod tip's going to hit the water. With the little taps and rattles, give them a bit of time just to eat all that bait up. And what you can sort of do is take the rod out of the holder as it's nibbling, hold the rod tip down, just get ready, and then once it's still going, all you need to do is wind. All right, that handle will only go one way, just wind till it goes tight, and you can set the hook. All right,
wonderful.
There you go.
Thank you.
Next biggest tip, if you didn't get a bite in like 20 minutes, just get the bait in, even if it still looks good, take it off, stick fresh bait on, because they're just feeding by scent. All the time that bait's down in the water, all that scent's just soaking out of there. All right. Callum, do you want your coffee?
Could I have a coffee, please?
Yeah, any sugar?
No sugar. Thank you.
And this is the moment that I've been waiting for. We are out here in the middle of the ocean, fishing. What are my feelings right now? I am very scared. I am a little bit seasick, but I'm excited at the same time. It is very sickly. Also, when I make this noise, it's because I want to throw up. And let's see if this coffee comes back up my throat. I felt a little nibble, but it was nothing. No one caught anything, so we decided to move spots. Honestly, I felt so good about this trip, but so sick at the same time. And I didn't realize if you stand on the side of the boat when it's moving, you get absolutely drenched, which I got. I mean, look at everyone else, hoods up, waterproofs on, and there's me with nothing, just standard clothes. What was I even thinking? Grab that squid. And now it's time to put the bait on the line. Put it through the hook, and again, and again, and again. Then put the weight back on. I feel like a professional right now. And then we throw it into the ocean. This man on the end has caught something, But is it going to be big or is it going to be small? This is a thornback, a type of ray.
His mouth, that's how hungry it was.
Damn, bro, that's a big fishy. I've never seen one in real life. And back in the ocean, he goes, or she goes. And of course, I've tangled my line with everyone else's. Well, with the people around me anyway. It's like I've just created Twister with fishing lines on a boat in the middle of the sea. Oh, I felt something then. It was very, very big. It's just attacked my line. And I think it's stuck. But no. But whatever it is, it came off because there was no tugging, you know, halfway through. You know what I mean? Further down the boat, another person has caught another Thornback Ray. What is it? Is this the same bloody boy or something, is it? Are we just catching the same one or something? Because that's two now. It could be the same one. Now reel it in, lad. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Nope, I felt something hitch onto my line again. Look at that fishing line. It's bendy wendy. Nothing, lad. It was just other people's line again. Me getting tangled. Once again, cast her back out, lad. But nothing after nothing. I spent hours doing this. Almost 3 hours so far. And still nothing. But the guy to the left of me has caught something on his line. And you never guess what it is. It's another thornback. Now, is this the same one? 3 times in a row? It does look a little bit bigger. Bye-bye, Thorny. We will catch you once again in a minute.
You still change the bait if the bait is still on the hook? Yeah?
Yeah, because it's the scent off it.
So now I'm taking the squid off because apparently after 20 to 30 minutes, you should change your bait because the scent flushes away. As you can hear, I feel really sick. Walking down this boat while it's swaying is something else. Never experienced anything like this, and oh my god, I cannot explain it. Difficult, sickly, ugh. But we've made it to the bait station. Grab another squid, but you have to find the perfect one. Get your fingers all in there, mate. This is the one. Apart from feeling very, very sick, it was a good trip. I enjoyed it. Put the hook through the squid over and over and over again. God damn, who sent the professional in today? And that's how we do that. And then a big inhale because I feel sick. Alright then, squib. Cast her out once again. This is the 20,000th time of doing it. Nice and slow she goes down. And now we wait and try not to be sick. This man has caught something once again. And can you lot take a guess of what it's going to be? I think you can. Another Thornback Ray. I mean, is there no other fish in the ocean? Or is it just the thornbacks? Or is it just the same thornback? What is going on? Look at that. He puts it back so delicately. That's a good fisherman. Here we go, here we go. Now there must be something on this line. Look at the bend on it. And you never guess what? I've hitched on to someone else's line. I'm tangled once again. Cast her back out for like the 30,000th time. And this is the part where I felt really sick, and I did. I threw up for 30 minutes straight in the toilet. I did turn off my GoPro because it was on my chest and I didn't want sick all over my GoPro. But when I came back, I had something on my line. And you never guess what it was, guys. I caught a fish. And it was a Thornback Ray. Yes, I caught a thornback. The #1 fish in this ocean today. I actually caught a fish. I was so happy. But the only thing that was disappointing was I was feeling so rough. But I actually caught a fish. Come on.
Thanks, skipper.
Well then, I am back in the car and it's bloody cold like I've just said. It is literally 1 degree and I'm freezing my tits off. I got absolutely soaked like an hour into it because we drove to like 3 different locations, and yeah, I got bloody soaked I got. And then for the rest of the trip I was freezing, and the last hour and 20 minutes I was throwing up. Not all constantly, but I was basically, my GoPro wasn't working on my chest for some reason, so then I put it out in my pocket. I took the strap off, put it in my pocket, and then within 2 minutes I got whatever that fish was called. I got that thing and it was the biggest one out of all of them, which was nuts. And then 2 minutes after that I was throwing up everywhere, like in a toilet for like 20 minutes, half an hour. I was bad. Oh my god. Like, I feel better, but then I feel empty at the same time. But yeah, what an experience that was. And ladies and gentlemen, I caught a fish. I actually caught a fish. Only 3 hours of fishing and I caught a fish. That's bloody nuts. I actually caught a fish. I'm so happy, but I feel so sick and empty at the same time. But what an experience. If you guys want to do a bit of fishing, sea fishing with Tom at the Heritage Charter, which is in Watchet, just down from Bristol, then I'll put all the details you need in the comments. But oh my god, this was nuts. I'm freezing. I'm trying to warm up right now in the car, and yeah, I feel so empty and sick, but so happy with myself. You don't understand. And I didn't break a line or lose a hook or lose weights or anything. Oh my god, you don't understand how happy I am. So happy, so happy, so happy, but so sick. And it's that cold and I got that wet that my hands, I couldn't use my bloody hands, so I had to get the skipper. I got on Tom to sort out my fishing rod and the bait in that after, you know, having to reel it in and rebait it. But bloody hell, my fingers were so numb. I had them in my pockets. My jacket stinks of fish and squid and stinks. But yeah, even now I'm sat in the car and I'm freezing. Like, my hands are like not pins and needles, but it's just, yeah, it feels weird. Like, I went to the tackle shop and got myself a 25-gram metal lure, which is supposed to look like a sand eel. Look at that. Bowlful. Yeah, that was £4. Let's hope we can catch some fishies with this one. But yeah, man. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. There wasn't much to actually show you. There was a lot of waiting and it was all the same stuff. That's why I've cut it really short on the fishing. It was a 4-hour trip and it cost £35 for 4 hours, which I don't think that's bad with the tackle, with the bait, the fishing rods, everything's included, so it's wicked. So remember, check the description if you want to come and do this, and you'll be with Tom, the skipper. Well, this is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. It's a different one. And will I be doing this again? Yes, but in this condition, no. I am freezing my bollocks off. I thought I brought the right clothes and enough, obviously not. So next time, there'll be, I'll put a lot more layers on me, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, until next time, stay safe.